Today is the iconic Fairline Targa 34. And Dan, you can ask me any question about a Targa 34 and I will know the answer. And that's because we sold them new as a Fairline dealer from about 2001 to 2006. This one is a 2005 and she is in exceptional condition, which is rare because most of them are old dogs, aren't they, Dan?
They are.
But this one isn't, is it?
Nope.
And that's why we're selling it. We took it in, I think we bought it actually. We just bought it, bought it for stock, and it's £112,000 ink VAT. Now, the other thing I was going to say is, I've been reading the comments, I read every comment, and some of you seem to be confused about who I am and what we do. It's not difficult, is it, Dan?
Nope.
So my name is James, and our family business is boats.co.uk, and we buy and sell boats all over Europe, and here in Essex and in Calador, Mallorca. And we sell a lot of boats. We sell about one a day, don't we, Dan?
On average. Yeah.
On average. So 30 a month. That's a lot of boats and that's a lot of headaches, and that's why I've got grey hair. All the boats that we film are for sale. We don't do it for a laugh. We do it because we want you to buy these lovely boats. And they're on our website, boats.co.uk. And while I'm ranting, if you like the channel, press subscribe and the thumbs up and the bell. Today we're also going to do the full tour, including the costs, which I know you love and we hate because it takes us ages. Well, it takes Dan ages and I have to double check the maths. But all the costs will be at the end as usual. So let's go. Are you zoomed in, son?
Yes, Jack.
Good. Right, I want to show you about the gel coat. Now, we haven't cleaned this yet. It needs a clean, but this gel coat is actually gel, which is not a wrap, it's not paint. And the difference with a Fairline is that this gel coat was painted in with a 4-inch brush in the mold 21 years ago. Now, the reason it's still so shiny, even without us washing it, Dan, you showing them the gel? Yeah. Is because it's so thick, it's about 2 mil thick, and the boat will last pretty much forever and still be this shiny because we can wet flat it down because the gel coat's so thick. On some other boats who shall remain nameless, you can't wet flat it down because you go through to the GRP. But luckily on a Fairline, this bit's gel. However, this bit isn't. This is a sticker, and this always lets them down. If you buy this boat, we will put a new sticker on it for you. Now, before you go upstairs, Dan, I just want to show them the outdrives, because obviously not all our boats are out of the water, but this gives you an idea of how good condition this boat is in for a 2005. So 21 years old. Look at those stainless props, the drives, the trim tabs, everything's in great shape. So let's go on board. So this is the bathing platform, Dan. Okay. And you can see my lovely socks. I've got my Get the Fenders socks in, which are new on today. Ooh. The boats seem to have been elongated, a bit fatter, because my feet are fat.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah.
Why are you standing right in the middle? You could have stood left, right.
Because, Dan, I'm standing on a little bit of damage on the teak platform. So the teak on this platform is absolutely flawless everywhere apart from under my foot. So we could do that. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 planks we have to change.
But you'll do it?
I'll do it, included in the deal, son, if you buy the boat. So starting at the back, it's not high-low. These are snap davits, which enable you to put a dinghy on the back. I personally wouldn't bother, because when the dinghy's on, you can't get on, you can't see anything. And actually, these are a really good trip hazard. As you're walking on the platform, you just catch your thing and point you straight in. So I might think about removing those. It's got an outboard bracket here, which obviously is for the tender. That's quite handy for putting other things on. That's a life raft holder, which obviously it needs a life raft. The other thing I notice here is the condition of the hoods, which is very, very nice. And the blue hoods go with the blue hull. Okay, Dan, come into the cockpit, which is a teak cockpit, which was an extra. And this boat has got upgraded upholstery, which is, you can see down, it's like Silvertex. Bit of a mouthful that. But it looks fresh and modern. This probably would have had white with blue piping from new. It's also got a cushion infill there, so you can have a little sunbathe. And that table goes down. The floor there, we'll show you the engines. That lifts up. We'll show you that at some point in the video.
I've got a question.
You got a question?
What engine options could I have had in 2005?
Okay, you trying to catch me out,
No,
are you?
you said I could ask any question.
Okay. This one is fitted with the CAD 300s, which are 285 horsepower, and they're turbocharged and supercharged, and they whine like a Dodge Challenger. So they're really quite nice. However, some of the earlier boats were fitted with CAD 44s, and I think I've even had one with the AQD 41s, which smoke like pigs. So actually the CAD 300s are the best engines to have, and they were produced in the last year of production, which this one's just about in the last year of production. So this is the one you want. Now, I've got a quick story. When we were selling these in 2005, we had one in stock, and someone said, do you want to do the Cannonball Run? Which is basically a race from Poole to Deauville in northern France. We'll show you on the screen, and back again. And we decided we would do it, and we'd do it on a Targa 34. Anyway, I welded my arse here because I worked out that while we were doing 28 to 32 knots, I could hold on here and be airborne. And we did it, and we came about 5th because there was obviously some big ribs. But all we broke, we went hour after hour, absolutely horrendous seas. The only thing we broke was the toilet seat. Now that tells you how good this boat is, son. That is a good boat. Now, there were some other boats on the Deauville Rally, the Cannonball Run, and they had a lot more wrong with them than a broken toilet seat. That's all I'll say. All right? Right, so you've got this lovely little seat here, and you've got a nice cool box here, which, don't have a little look. You could put bottles of champagne in, you could put wine in, and this cool plate really... In fact, it's cold on now.
I just switched it on.
Why have you got it on?
I just turned the batteries on.
Normally, on these Targa 34s, these are all broken. They're broken, and they're broken. In fact, I can tell they've been changed because they're normally... They're different colour. They're normally light green. So he's changed all those, which is good, because they break in seconds. And then you walk up this lovely step here and to the helm, where all the fun begins. So let's talk about the helm. So the first thing you notice about the helm, Dan, if you look over my shoulder towards our office, the first thing you notice is the visibility is great. Really, really good. It's also really comfortable to stand here, and it's comfortable to sit. And the third thing you notice is that because it's a convertible, it's got a massive shout window. Get the fenders in! Look at the size of that window, Dan, look. And also, while you're here, Dan, have a little look here. This boat came in last night, didn't it? There's a little police boat there. Now, we thought we could do a bit of cops and robbers video, couldn't we, Dan?
Yeah, we could.
So you could be the baddie.
Why am I always the baddie?
And I'll be the goodie, and I'll chase you with all the blues and twos on down the river.
All right.
And you can get on that rib, that black rib, that kind of drug runner rib.
Yeah.
And I'll pretend to chase you and catch you.
Okay.
You up for
I've
that?
got another question.
Yeah.
That hasn't got no engines on the back.
Oh, okay. We'll have to... someone's nicked the engines off the police boat. That is bad. We'll have to sort that out. Anyway, back to the dashboard.
Go on then.
Everything's really clear and easy to use. It's had a new edition of a newer chart plotter, which Dan will show you. What is it, Dan? Is it a Garmin?
Garmin, but it's got the original. We've got the original stuff.
We've got the original
got the
stuff.
original
Look at
stuff,
how clunky that is. Autopilot. Yep. Now, Dan's just pointed out that these controls have got a bit of salt corrosion on them. Dan, show them the controls.
Standard.
And apparently, Dan says you can wash that off quite easily.
Well, you have a little bit of elbow grease.
Little bit of elbow
and
grease.
it comes off, yeah.
But it will do you good, and it's all part of the fun of owning a boat. Twin diesels, we've got the VHF, we've got a nice steering wheel. All in all, trim tabs, all in all, the dashboard's very nice. Come down here, Dan, it's very nice. and welcome to 2005. Now, I'm not sure about the sofa, son. Are you?
Original.
It's original. And there's a noisy plane.
Yeah.
It's original. I've never seen that pattern, have you?
No, it's normally blue.
Normally have blue, velour.
Yeah.
I've never seen that pattern, and because I've never seen it, it's very rare, and therefore
Very good.
it's very good. Let's be honest, if you want to change that, we can do it. It's not a big deal. The carpets are nice. We've got cherry wood with eucalyptus features. Come and have a look, Dan. So this is the cherry wood, which has got 6 layers of gloss and beautifully made. And this is the eucalyptus. Can you tell the difference, Dan?
Oh,
Looks a little bit like a zebra, is it?
Yeah.
That's eucalyptus. And when I was selling these, people loved the eucalyptus. By the way, don't lose this owner's manual. Do you know how much they are?
You can't get one.
Well, you can't get one, but if you do want to buy one...
Who sold it?
Oh, someone in Fairline.
Hang on a minute. What does it say?
Fairline. If you need one of these, it's 1,200 quid. So don't lose that. Right, this is a non-generator boat, so it's got the gas oven, which actually
Like brand new.
it looks like brand new.
Oh, check the cooker. I bet the cooker's brand new.
Oh my god, the cooker is like brand new too. The cupboards, yeah, they're not like brand new. TV, that's been added at a later date. I can't remember the TV being there. Maybe it was there. We've got a sink, we've got music, we've got a little Diddy fridge. And do you know what I like about this boat? Like the Princess Riviera we filmed last week, it smells nice, doesn't it? It smells really, really nice. And we've got a little barometer and a little clock. And all this storage. Now, the other detail I used to show when I was selling these is this is all one piece of wood. So you'll see the grains all match up. So they're not all individual pieces from different pieces of wood. It's one piece of wood. And that is the detail that you get with a Fairline. This boat is 2 cabin, 1 heads. So let's show you the master. So this is the master cabin. And this baby blue is all the rage. Actually, I think baby blue's come back into fashion, hasn't it, Dan? I've seen a few Porsches and stuff in baby blue. Blue curtains, bed's very comfortable, portholes, skylight. Down around here, little makeup mirror for you. Excuse me, son. Little makeup mirror. Little cubby hole over there. Yeah, and we've got another little cubby hole here with like that grey felt that you get in jewellery boxes, like your Rolex boxes and stuff. And we've got a little
storage.
Diddy wardrobe. What's that got in it? It's got an envelope in it.
Got some paperwork.
Let's have a look. Oh,
That'll be the bill of sale you lost.
that's the bill of sale I was waiting for. Okay, we'll take that with us. So all in all, it's really cosy and cute. And where would you put the light switch, Dan?
Somewhere sensible.
Like there. Let's show you the other cabin. Okay, curved door, very nice. Toilet, manual, shower there. Shower curtain goes over the door. So basically it's a wet room. How cool is that? It's a wet room.
Does it pass the Flossie test?
It does.
Give it a shake.
It does. Yeah, it does. It does. And it doesn't smell bad in here. Maybe they didn't do number 2s. It smells good. Little sink. I mean, it's of its time. I mean, you wouldn't dare fit that sink these days. But in 2005, it was all right. Right, come in here, Dan. This is the aft cabin. Dan, I've just found
What, you found money?
I found a safe. It's not really a safe. Oh.
Oh, hang on a minute. The sage's turned off.
So in here, Dan, it's a bit tight. You've got 2 beds, a little window that shows your feet in the cockpit, a little wardrobe, a little sock sofa, and a little shelf, and a little storage thing up there. And then, Dan, there's a little mirror. Basically, everything in the aft cabin is little. Right, we've just cut out the 10 minutes of trying to find which button it is, and there are the Cad 300s. So let's see if the engines, Dan, are as clean and tidy as the rest of the boat, son.
I would say they are.
So they're the Cad 300s, 285 horsepower each. And we're going to tell you all about the fuel economy, how fast the boat goes, etc. in a minute, so be patient. Okay, costs. Section 1, buying the boat. We are asking £112,000 exactly, including UK VAT. Now, this boat new, Dan, do you know how much it was?
No.
About 186, 200. And that was 21 years ago. Interesting, isn't it? Not really, no? Deposit.
Oh, I got another question.
All right.
How many of them were ever made?
How many were built? Good question. I'm glad you asked me that. 301, I think they built.
Oh, okay.
And this will be one of the last, I don't know, dozen. Very, and in boat terms, by the way, 301 is mega. Most boats don't even make it to 100. Deposit 30% is 33 grand if you want to borrow on finance. The finance advance will be 79,000. The payment would be just over £1,000 a month, and that's based on a 10-year straight line repayment at about 10% APR. Finance per annum is £10,749. Section 2, fuel. So if we cruise at a very reasonable 20 knots, this boat will do about 36 knots. But at 20 knots, it will burn about 70 litres an hour. The diesel fuel price in the UK is £1.65 a litre. This is June 26. And the cost per hour is therefore £115 per hour for both engines. Average UK use is 50 hours. So the cost per annum, if you do those 50 hours, is about 5,500 to 6,000 quid. Okay, section 3, fixed costs. Berth in the UK is about 8 grand. Servicing the engines and the drives with a non-Volvo retailer would be a couple of grand. Maintenance 3,000, that's the anti-foul, anodes, polishing, that kind of stuff. Insurance is a very reasonable £1,000. But you know why it's so cheap, Dan?
Go on.
No one nicks boats, and also not many people crash them. Just so you know. Total £14,000 per annum. Section 4, variable costs. Depreciation, I don't think we're going to lose much. We've put 5 grand down, but you might not lose that. Fuel is 5,750. Finance is 10,700. So your total variable costs are 21,500. Just before we go into JB's measure of pleasure, have you got any more questions you want to ask Dan on this boat?
I've got one more.
Have you?
What colour options could I have had
On the hull?
On the hull.
Okay, good question. Most of them were this blue, and that helicopter is so noisy, isn't it? Most of them blue. There was some white, and there were also some aqua green. Where's it, Ellie? You see it? You can't make it up, Dan, can you? It goes right overhead. So mainly blue, some white, and some aquamarine green. You don't want the green because it was the kiss of death. JB's measure of pleasure. Accommodation, 9 out of 10. Style, it still looks pretty cool. 8 out of 10. Fun, you can throw this about. 8 out of 10. Running costs are very reasonable. 8 out of 10. Quality, well, it's a Fairline. It's made in England. It's 9 out of 10, which gives 42 out of 50, which is 84%. Now, in summary, this, in my mind, is a real, true classic. And you can go out there to the market and buy another one of these that won't have the carpets done, the upholstery won't all be nice like this, will it, Dan?
Nope.
And most importantly, we won't be selling it, and we include a warranty. Now, you've got to chat Dan up, but if you're nice to him, he'll definitely give you 3 months. If you're very nice to him, he might even give you 6 months warranty on the engines and drivers of major systems. That means you can buy this classic boat and have 6 months stress, trouble, and cash maintenance free. And what's wrong with that?
Right, get in there first one.
Don't tub your stove, son.